Hamas has announced plans to release Israeli-American hostage Edan Alexander as part of efforts to reach a ceasefire agreement. Alexander, believed to be the last living U.S. national held in Gaza, was captured during Hamas's October 7, 2023 attack on Israel. The announcement comes just ahead of President Donald Trump's scheduled visit to the Middle East on Tuesday. Hamas said the move was also aimed at facilitating the delivery of humanitarian aid into Gaza, which has been under a full Israeli blockade for 70 days. A senior Hamas official told the BBC that direct negotiations are taking place with a U.S. official in Qatar. The Israeli Prime Minister's office confirmed it had been informed by Washington of Hamas's intention to release Alexander, describing it as a gesture towards the Americans. A senior Palestinian official involved in the talks said Hamas's statement was intended as a goodwill gesture before President Trump's arrival. Another meeting between Hamas and mediators is set for early Monday morning to finalize the release, which would require a temporary pause in Israeli military operations, including a halt to aerial strikes during the handover. President Trump confirmed the news on Truth Social, calling it monumental and a step taken in good faith. Alexander, 21, was born in Tel Aviv and raised in New Jersey. He was serving in an elite infantry unit near Gaza when he was taken captive during the October 7 attack. Of the 251 hostages abducted that day, 59 remain in Gaza, with up to 24 believed to be alive. 5 are U.S. citizens, but Alexander is thought to be the only surviving American. Hamas said in its statement that the release is part of its broader effort to reach a ceasefire and allow the entry of food, medicine, and other essential supplies into Gaza. The group emphasized its desire for a final agreement to end the war. Israel's Prime Minister's office reiterated its position that negotiations will continue, under fire, with the aim of achieving all military objectives. However, it acknowledged the U.S. had notified them of Hamas's intention to release Alexander, and that this may open the door to further hostage negotiations. The Families and Missing Families Forum welcomed the news, calling it a beginning, and urging both the U.S. and Israeli governments to work toward securing the release of all remaining hostages. President Trump has given the families hope, the group said, urging Prime Minister Netanyahu to bring everyone back. Hamas has previously stated it would only agree to a ceasefire deal that includes a complete end to the war, something Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has repeatedly rejected. In a joint statement, Egypt and Qatar called Hamas's agreement to free Alexander an encouraging step toward renewed negotiations. These developments